Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing how to interact and what not to say to people with chronic illness. So let's go. Alright, so you just saw my new intro. I hope you like it. I've just been experimenting with different ones and trying to figure out how to make it something I want. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments down below if you like that or any other ideas you have, because I love to make stuff like that. I'm sorry, my dog is right next to me making his bed. But yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Okay, the first thing is that I am a normal person. I can do what everyone else can. I just have to do extra treatments and extra medications to keep my body functioning and healthy the way that it should be. So just because I may take longer, that doesn't mean I am not human. I am human, and everyone else is human too. So we should not be judging them by how they look or how it seems that they are. Don't treat disabled people differently, because they are also human. If you treat them different, it can make them feel like they're not important or thought less of. But they are so human. They still have their thoughts and feelings. So you just need to be nice, and if they're having a hard day, give them some space. Maybe they are processing something that has not been very glamorous in your life and trying to figure out how to navigate those feelings or that situation. Never judge people by their looks. Because if you look at me, I just look like a person that doesn't have any complications or whatever. But I do. I have cystic fibrosis, and it is considered a invisible illness for me, because just looking at me, you can't tell I have CF. So I would call that invisible, because you can't physically see it just by taking a look at me. So I once had a time when I was at, I'm pretty sure like it was like beach or state park, and there were a bunch of changing rooms and only two bathrooms, stalls with toilets. And I went to one of those because I had to change and use everything, like, and it was just easier for me to have a toilet with me. And then when I came out, there was this angry lady that was using a stall just because I needed it. Because it's like, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know all the complications. So never judge them by their looks or treat them differently just depending on how they are acting or using different facilities. Okay, so I was gonna try to make this video more cystic fibrosis related, but since I am a normal human, I don't really have that much that is different from anything you shouldn't say to any other person with a chronic illness. So I have one for CF and the rest is just like in general. So we're just gonna go through that. So the first one is the cystic fibrosis related one. And don't ask if they want or need a cough drop, because cystic fibrosis, there's like a lot of mucus that builds up in your lungs, and you do your treatments and medications to try to get it loosened up so you can get it out of your system and make it easier to breathe. If you had a cough drop, and that would just slow your coughing, and then the mucus will have more time to settle in your lungs, and then it's just harder to get out. So I just wouldn't offer it. But if you do, when they do have CF, it's okay, because you didn't know previously if they did, because like it's just a nice gesture to ask if they'd like something. But you could also ask if they just like want a glass of water or something else. But cystic fibrosis patients should not take cough drops. Don't talk to me in a different or childish voice. See, I'm quite shy. It may not look like it right here, but I'm just talking to a camera. And so I am very shy. And then people like just try to like talk to me like I'm a small child. I'm like, I know things that are going on. I know that this is what you're asking. I understand that. But don't try to make me feel like less of an adult. Like, I'm almost a full adult. I'm almost 18. But you don't need to talk to me in a childish voice just to get me to say something. Don't help people without asking. I know that this is like something you just like want to be kind about, but sometimes if they've had a really rough time recently, and I'm sorry, they might have just had a really tough time recently, and then just gained some independence back, which is great. And then if someone just wants to quickly snatch in and help, I know you're just trying to be really kind, but it could, they want to use their independence that they gained. They want to be able to do these things on their own. This is the life that they have been wanting, so you need to just let them live it. Because if this has been a goal for a long time, you want to be able to use it and use that skill. So yeah, just warn yourself or caution yourself for if you want to help someone out. Okay, and then I think one more thing. So if you see someone with a service dog, then I would not say something like, oh, you're lucky to have a service dog. Because basically what you're saying is you're lucky to have a disability. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're pretty much saying you're lucky to have a disability. And because like a service dog is a medical tool, because they can sense things and do things before other devices can. So you're basically saying it's like you're lucky to have like a wheelchair or an oxygen tank. And it's like, no, you're not lucky to have to need that. You're lucky that it is an option but you're not lucky that you need it. Alright, here's the final thing. Don't just ask, like, what's wrong with you, or what's your disability? Like, if you could see it or not, don't ask that way. If you would like to know more, say something like, oh hi, can I please ask you about such and such? Because like, you want to be kind and like respect their privacy, because some people are really shy about things and you just don't want to go and invading their personal bubble of things that they do and do not want to share, because some things are really hard for them, and I just don't need people being rude and then trying to get access to knowing what my medical conditions are, because it's not their stuff, it's mine. Alright, so that's it for the end of this video. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please click like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so that you know whenever I post a new video. So, bye! See you next time!